Ken Carey here with two people you should be very proud of in the Hazelton area with Dante Biazzi, starting pitcher for the Penn State baseball team, graduate of the Hazelton area high school. Paul Clifford, also from the Hazelton area, CEO and president of Penn State Alumni Association.
That's right. Good to see you, Kenny.
Good to be back here. And me, of course, should be proud of me. I was known at my time here. I ate a lot at Panda Express in the hub. That's the only thing I really did at Penn State. And I graduated. It was great. Take us through this season a little bit. Kind of different. You're recovering for Tommy John surgery your first year up here. Last year, you finally get it. Were you starting last year too? You were starting,
yeah.
Right?
I mean, really the only difference is I'm just more comfortable and more mature playing out there. Last year I kind of had like some scares, just whether my arm wouldn't feel completely right one day or just with adjusting to college baseball and that. And now knowing my arm's completely healthy and that I could just go out there every week and just give it all I got out there and help the team win.
What have you really worked on? Coach kept talking about your work ethic and just how much work you've put into it. Have you felt that? I think people just look like I Google your name, Joe Madden's name, your brother's name before every baseball season. I saw the success you had early on this year. I'm sure there's a lot of work that went into that.
Yeah, I mean, just really it all starts in strength and conditioning in our weight room and conditioning out on the outdoor football field and just getting stronger and being in better shape. I think that's one thing that really helps me in particular, and just it's definitely helped me throw harder and just be able to have more stamina to go through games and that. So I think everything starts with strength and conditioning, and then just having the mindset of going out there and just knowing that you belong out there. I think one of the biggest problems people have is they're kind of just question whether or not they should be out there, and that's just one thing I kind of just push aside and just battle through it and just believe in myself.
What have you worked on pitching-wise? I've been terrified of your fastball when I used to cover you at Hazelton area. I love that story. You're the only person I ever walked away from the fence. I was like, I'm not standing here while Dante's warming up. What else have you really worked on since being here?
Just developing off speeds and becoming more of a complete pitcher. I was always good in high school and that, and just been able to get guys out, but now I think I've been really having more success based off my changeup and my slider now that I've started throwing. So just really becoming more of a complete pitcher, and that's going to help me this year and then as I continue my career in baseball.
You get to do a lot out here at Penn State.
Sure.
I mean, you obviously have your job, but part of it is, I guess, traveling around, seeing some of the teams play and that with base. Have you seen Dante pitch this year?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what Coach Cooper and the baseball team are putting out on the field this year. And how about how poised he was? I mean, just a kid from our area, goes away, not too far away, but goes away and continues to make us proud on one of the biggest stages to play and compete in the Big Ten.
And I know we've talked about this in the past, but every time I see you, something else cool has really happened. I mean, you leading pep rallies in this for football teams. And have you gotten to know some of the coaches on a pretty good basis? Like you just walk around, you're like, hey, Coach Franklin, or hey.
Yeah, so James and I have a couple. James and I have gotten to know each other a little bit. We've had a couple mutual friends. We were in college at the same time. I went to Bloomsburg. He was at East Stroudsburg. I have often reminded him of how Bloomsburg beat them.
You rooted against him.
I did, and I really didn't know who he was other than being the guy, the quarterback for the other team. Coach Cooper coaches the baseball team, is my neighbor. He lives across the street, and so there's the quality of people that we have leading our student athletes is unparalleled. I've worked at the University of Connecticut, I worked at UConn, I worked at East Carolina, and have been around those athletic programs, and just across the board, whether it's women's golf to football to baseball to all of our sports. I think what really sets Penn State apart is the quality of our coaches that we have leading our student athletes.
I was going to all close up, but I think, and I don't know if you know, if you could correct me, but Keith Maurer, did he wrestle at?
Yeah, Keith Maurer, class of 85 or 86.
Yeah.
Coach Maurer, and now his son is enrolled here in school, and Coach Maurer is a close personal friend of my family. My brother was a wrestler, and actually wrestled for Keith, or Coach Maurer. I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to call him Keith yet because he was a teacher of mine, but. There's a lot of strong connections. I think the Verratti brothers came out here and wrestled. A lot of strong connections. Dan Drogan was an offensive lineman in Hazelton and came out here and played football for Penn State, and so a lot of strong connections between Hazelton and Penn State.